I really stepped out of my league today, but I'm really happy I did.
Hello everybody, today we're talking with Harrison from DFWcoin. He can be found on Instagram, but today we're in Baltimore for the Whitman Expo, and he's picked out some coins that are really cool. I'm excited. We even have some rolls over there, but we'll get started with this super fiery Mercury Dime 1945S from ANAX. Like, how are you going to buy this, have bought this coin, and then how are you going to go about selling it or cracking it out? What are you thinking?
First of all, thanks for having me, Christian. So this coin right here, Gary actually sold it to me from World Class Coins, and the reason I bought it is because it's very original. I love the color. The color contrast is just amazing, and also it's in an old soapbox holder. This is what you call the soapbox holder. This one is super original. This one's for my personal collection. I don't have too much into it. I value it as about $300 to $400 coin just with the color and the grade. It's about $100 coin, just blast white, I believe, which means no toning or coloration at all. But this one, I think it sat in a little coin album or maybe a Wait Raymond set or something to give it that rainbow.
Gotcha, no, makes sense. And would this be something, if you were going to try to sell it, would you try to cross it for more value from either NGC or PCGS?
Honestly, I'm more of I love the old holders, so I'd probably leave it in here. If I thought it could upgrade to a 7 plus maybe or a full band, I definitely would, but I just don't see that in this coin. I think 7's a strong grade for it, so I'll leave it as is.
Awesome. No, that makes sense. Thanks for explaining it. The next one is, this is a serious coin, 1880S CAC PCGS Mint State 67. Just gorgeous color on it. And what's the story with this one?
Thank you. So I actually bought that one today at the show. This is the most expensive coin I've ever bought, single coin, and I really stepped out of my league today, but I'm really happy I did. This coin is just impeccable. Just normal Morgan and MS67 CAC. Of course, it's a common date. Goes for about $1,000, but this color is what you call top tier. From what Gary says, world class. Anyway, this coin, just with the toning, makes it an easy 5-figure coin in my opinion.
And then is the process going to be, you already know the collectors in mind that you're thinking of it, or are you going to shop it around on social media? Or?
So I'm known for tone coins to most of my buyers. I don't have, I haven't jumped really into the league of these kind of toners, because toners can range from any premium. Like, for example, the Mercury Dime, $300 to $400. This one being, the Mercury Dime was $100, kind of turned into $400 with the color, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. This one's being $1,000, turned around $10,000 to $12,000, maybe $10,000 to $15,000. I mean, with toners, you can put a price. It's your artwork, Uh-huh. It's the sky's the limit on what you can price them at. But I see someone paying over $12,000 for this coin.
Sweet. Well, yeah, thanks for showing it. Certainly not anything I'd see in a normal day, and I think there's some cool stuff behind it too. Old Rattler holder, 1958D, Mint State 65.
So the special one about this, again, the toning, but it's also in a Rattler. PCGS Rattlers getting very, very rare these days. The premiums are just going up every month. I mean, and they're getting hard to find every month, especially finding an original coin with beautiful toning and a nice CAC sticker on it. You just don't see that, because most of them are getting cracked out and trying to be upgraded or just going to a new holder.
Okay, and how do you think premiums compare for this coin in a new holder, and is that sort of in a rising market? Is this sort of top end stuff?
I think people love the originality. I mean, the coin being in the Rattler shows the coin hasn't been touched in over 20 years. So I think that gives it some originality and value. I value it at least $150 more in the Rattler than a new holder.
And what is sort of that base value that gets $150 added to it?
Because how many Franklins do you see like this in a Rattler, and how many Franklins do you see like this in new holders?
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Sweet. Well, anything else on this coin that I might not be thinking of?
It's straight from a mint set as well. That's mint set toning from the double mint set boards, and we'll show you all some in a second.
Sweet. Well, maybe we'll take a look at those right now, or
okay.
Then we'll get into a few of the other coins, and we got a few original bank wrap rolls. So
sounds good. So this one, here's the envelope for it. This is what you call a 1958 double mint set. The Mint released these from 1947 to 1958, the double mint sets, of course. This isn't your average, typical mint set, your 63p. This is your double mint set. So the mint sets have a total, I believe, 20 coins. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, 20 coins. And so here's a 58. The 58, they only made Philadelphia and Denver coins. They didn't have any San Francisco. So there's 2 boards. There's 2 of each coin with each mint mark. So this one is the Denver board. All these coins on the board are Denver, and you see there's 2 of each coin. This one is one of the most original, magnificent tone sets I've ever seen. I guarantee you'll never see something like this just sitting in someone's booth at a coin table, at a coin show, unless it's over $3,000. But I doubt if you see it. A lot of these, what makes a set so special, and especially, is it being together and still original. If someone saw a set like this and got it for $300, what they do is they break up the set. This set has not been broken up before, which makes it really impressive.
Yeah, and probably eliminating, nobody's going to then collect it for registry. Is it just people who want a great piece of coin art, essentially, and all of it together?
100%, especially the originality. The originality really counts on this set.
Sweet. And that does seem like a big theme, and you had said that's something you specialize in, original coins. What sort of goes into that, and how did you develop your eye for what is original and what's not?
So I really it's really the color and the toning. I've been looking for tone coins for a good 6-7 years now, and I just from experience I can see what's rare and I can see what's not. You see what's jaw dropping, and from my 7 years of experience, I've never seen a mint set like the one I just showed.
Awesome. Well,
and I've never had the opportunity to buy one this nice.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
What did you pay for it, and are you going to try to sell this to a collector?
So I paid over $2,000 for it, but I'm going to keep it myself. I personally love mint sets, and yeah.
Awesome. No, this seems like the right one to keep. I think next up, I'll try to go on the theme of older rolls. So we've got some bank rolls. I think you said this was a 53D nickel roll, and then 57 and 57D pennies. But
yes, sir.
What's the plan for these? And the price tag looks like $10. I don't know if that's way outdated or if these are pretty cheap.
The $10 price tag is outdated. I believe the roll bids for about $35. I think I paid bid for it. But a 53D Jefferson roll that's bank wrapped, you just don't see those anymore. And the coins are definitely all BU. I've dealt with lots of bank rolls. Just buying and selling, and people seem to love them just because they're original. No one's been through the coin since the 50s or 60s, so it's really cool because it's always like a treasure hunt. And also, original rolls, bank wrap rolls are known to people are opening them up and looking for fine, like MS66, MS67 coin, high grade coins.
Yeah, and is that something economic enough where you would open them yourself and do that? Or
100%, because let's say I bought this roll for $13, the 57D roll. Well, my chances of finding an MS67 are pretty average. MS67 is worth about $200, but my chances of finding a 67 Plus is very slim. But a 67 Plus is also worth $4,000. Usually what I do before I open a roll is I look at the end coin. Usually the end coin is going to tell you usually what all of them look like. Rolls are very, very similar with the same, let's just say dime marks and how the coin's minted, and also how many scratches and dings are on it.
Wow, no, that's interesting. I was sort of thinking maybe it's, the end is going to be a little worse and then it's better inside, but it sounds like it's just going to be pretty similar all the way through.
They all go through the same machine. They were all in the same bag at one point.
Sweet. Well, we've sort of covered these. Got 2 more coins that are pretty interesting. Also, maybe not something you see every day. So 1940S Mint State 66 Red Brown. Interesting designation, ANAX. So how did you come about with this coin?
So this one I actually bought today as well. I got it for surprisingly very cheap. If any of your viewers know brown wheat cents, or just they're on the rise, especially on the registry sets. A lot of people are starting to collect them, and collectors are starting to pay serious money for them. If you didn't know, so if you have a registry set for wheat cents, let's say. If you had an MS65 red, there's 3 different colors to the wheat cents, or just copper in general. There's red, brown, and brown. So if you just have a regular 65 red coin, let's say it's the 40S, and you put it in the registry set, the rating would be a 65. Okay, well, if you have a 65 brown and a 40S, it'd be rated a 68. The brown is plus 3 points. I believe they don't do RB is still the same grade. I believe they're coming out with a set that adds 2 points. I'm not too sure on that though. But this one I bought for $20, which was a steal. The guy obviously didn't know what he had. The coin is obviously pure brown, and it's a 66. And it's very hard, very, very hard for copper to tone like that, being high grade without building any carbon spots or any ugly spots on the coin. This coin still has luster popping through. It's got beautiful color. I mean, the copper tone, amazing, and it's got great eye appeal and a great strike. I think this will land in a PCGS 6 brown holder, and it'll probably be worth around $1,000.
Wow,
that.
no, that's really cool, and certainly not something I would have known in terms of that.
And
chase.
so just for example, the reason why they're worth so much is go on your CoinFacts, your PCGS CoinFacts app right now, go to 40S, go to any of the later date Lincolns or just early date Lincolns, and look at the populations of high-end browns, 5 brown and up. There's not many 7 browns out there. There's rarely any 6 browns out there. I mean, they're like the pops are always under 10. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, congrats on finding that, and shows that there's still good things to be found at shows. Lastly, so this one, immediately I'm noticing sort of that texture and that type of toning, but nice high-grade CC Morgan dollar with gorgeous toning and sort of a unique pattern of toning. So I don't know exactly what I'm looking at here, though.
So I actually bought this. I bought this one because I have a lot of my customer base, especially on Instagram and eBay, are all about CCs and high grade and toning. So I think this fit the thing for. I think this fit the budget for everybody. It's not too an expensive coin for what it looks like. I mean, it looks like it's got amazing toning. It's got amazing textile. Originality is what I've said before. It's also a 66, and it's also a CC. A coin like this I'm probably gonna sell for about $1,200. I honestly paid $1,050. I would usually pay $1,000 for something like this, but I wanted to make a connection with the guy and kind of help, or it would help him remember my name in a way. Always buy it. Never, if y'all are at a coin show, if they have a coin for a decent price and you like it, just go ahead and buy it. I mean, they'll like you more. They'll give you a better deal down the road. That's usually what happens. So that's kind of what I did here with this coin. But I like it nonetheless. I think I can make a little bit of money on it. And yeah, it's just a beautiful Morgan dollar. And who doesn't want a CC in MS66? I mean, that's crazy.
Definitely. No, that really is helpful. Answered all my questions on it. And I mean, this was just a really cool bit of coins that we were able to show off, and the products and all the stories behind it. Really appreciate you being on today, and remember, all the viewers, go check you out on DFWcoin on Instagram, and thanks again for talking.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated. I've also got Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so you can follow me there. TreasureTownYT.com is the main channel website. Definitely give that a visit. I've got a lot of information about me up there and the channel. CoinGrabBag.com as well currently redirects there, but it's some good opportunities for very fair grab bags, both made by me and other sellers. A lot of different options, so that's a good way to support. There's also TreasureTownCoins.com. In the future, my coin dealing operation will be done out of that website. CoinMeltPrice.com for updates on the melt prices of your coins, both US and world. A lot of resources in that website. And then CoinsMetalsCards.com, being developed right now as a marketplace and news source for coins, metals, cards, and collectibles in general. So I'll see you on my future videos. Looking forward to seeing you there, and hope you have a good day.